Welcome everyone, thank you very much for joining. You guys are awesome. Welcome to the broadcast. If you do want to see more of my work, which I do recommend, do check out my Instagram at Mr. A Singh, and also my online shop is inkanima.com. That's inkanima.com, and that's where you can get some art of mine right there. And I'm an independent artist, so your support is truly appreciated. Alright, so let's carry on with this exciting artwork right here. We did the mask kind of element in the last broadcast, which was a few days ago. And now we're just going to continue growing this, working on the floral elements, going all the way around. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this, it's going to be exciting. So if you haven't already, do share this out, invite away. What up, Alice? I don't know exactly what it is. We'll find out what it is together, but it's going to be good. I hope. Let's do this. I need to record videos as we go along. Hey, thanks for inviting Butterfly Twinkles. Awesome name. Oh, I see why. These these are called Posca pens. They're basically paint pens. I'm recording a video as well as I go along. There are some fly markers, I do agree. Pretty fly. So over the course of this live stream, you will see me just recording some random videos. And what I do with these is I just create them into a very short video in total, just showing some of the processes. Yeah, all this is done freestyle using a pen. It's basically painting a pen, which is very cool, as you can see. And we're just gonna growing this into. So what I felt like doing is I always set myself personal projects. So this is just a personal project where I have a certain medium that I want to create and use, and a certain theme. The theme for this project is just to use as many colors as I can using these Posca pens and create artwork from it. What's really interesting about this is that it's not easy really to do, because the more colors you use, the more difficult it gets in terms of what colors go well with each other, and how to use more than one color together without it messing up. So it's always a bit of a difficult task. But I'm really enjoying this project so far. So far, so good. This is a second drawing artwork that I've done. So I'll show you the first one in a bit. And so the first layer was just to get all the color down, just not be too worried about really how it's going to turn out. Just put color down on board. I'm using MDF board, by the way. MDF board is really interesting to work with. One, obviously it's stronger than paper, but it also soaks in. It absorbs a bit of the ink, which is cool. It's like happy floral cereal color. Imagine when it's all done. Well, what's really interesting is that this reminded people a lot of the kind of Mexican wrestler mask, which was really interesting because I saw that straight away as soon as people said it. But thanks for joining, guys. If you haven't already, please do share this out and also retweet the tweet. Let's get it out and let's get people in here. I think what I'm going to do is, this is where we're going to start also adding the pattern work as well. So we get to just to differentiate certain areas, separate them. See that? Which is cool. I might just work upside down just for a minute. It actually looks quite cool upside down. Hey, thanks for joining, guys. Appreciate it. Hello and welcome, new people. Yep. I like it. And I'm purposely using this pen. I don't really want to go thicker than this pen. With the pattern work that I introduced in between, then I will probably go with a smaller pen. But that's it. The game's back. The game was yesterday. Comic book guy. We played yesterday. It was really good. I really did enjoy yesterday's Pictionary. Good day, what's up, Rafia? You did miss it. What's up, Layla? How did the elephant? Which elephant? Junk food. Junkie, which elephant? I don't remember an elephant. You missed it. Oh man. I did say in a previous other broadcast that I will probably go live on Sunday and do Pictionary. I normally always do it on the weekend, by the way. Saturday or Sunday, one of those days. I can't guarantee a day, so it's normally one of those 2 days. Yeah, if you could do, watch a replay from yesterday, sorry. It was fun. It was very cool. I also found a way of improving the game, not adding to the game, so you can get more points. That was a very cool idea. So it's fun. But we did have a lot of people playing yesterday. Yeah, I heard that. I think towards the end it did kind of bug. It was buggy for a lot of people, which is really weird. But I didn't really want to restart the whole broadcast because I was towards the end of it anyway. The thing is, though, the replay saved perfectly fine. So as long as the replay did save, then that's alright. At least people can watch a replay if it was bugging out for them. Oh, Native American Wolf. That turned out really, really well, if I do say so myself. I will show you in a minute, so you can have a look. What does a fire next to my name mean? Fire. Oh, you mean on Periscope? It means that you're a super fan. It means that you kind of watch often. Give a decent amount of hearts. It's so cold, it's fabulous. See you later. So the super fan list changes. If you look at my following, the first 10 people on the list are super fans, and everyone can see who's the super fan based on the list, so you can actually see. Big man, so much has changed. You'll be all right. Where's the thin one? Here it is. You're number 10. Nice tunage tonight. Nice and mellow. Yes. Okay, let me show you how the wolf turned out. You want to get higher, you need to watch him more often. And you also need to tap the screen for hearts. Okay, this is how the amazing Native American wolf turned out. So really, really happy with it. Beautiful colours, really nice the way it's gone from like purples and blues to oranges and then greens. So this is the original. I love the back as well. I will be selling the original, and I will also be creating prints out of this as well. So I'm excited. This is the first animal artwork that I've done for this collection. Remember, because this collection actually finished last year. So this is a new one, and now we're in July. I'll be creating a brand new one for July, and I'll be releasing those 2 prints in about 2 weeks' time. Yeah, you can screenshot it. Cool, isn't it? So if anybody is interested in the original, do let me know, because I've got a list of people who are interested. So whenever I do release it, then yeah, I'll let you know. Cheers. Yeah, it does look very cool. So I will be creating a brand new animal artwork this month. So I've got a big long list of animals requests from people, so I'm going to go through those. If anybody else got any good animal requests, then let me know. I've got one which I've been wanting to do for a while, and I haven't actually got around to doing. So you finished 50% of your college course. Well done. I love how it not only tells significance of Native American Indians, but their colors too. Yeah, the thing about that, right? So I did a lot of research into Native American culture, and also the patterns, and also the symbolism. So in here, there's actually a lot of hidden meanings, hidden symbols. So you've got the broken arrow, which means the end of war. So that's another symbol for peace. You've got the Native American symbol for a butterfly, which symbolizes transformation. You've got an arrow pointing left, which means peace as well. You've got various symbols for sun, farming, warmth. You've also got zigzags over each other, which means mountains. And that's a Native American symbol for a journey has been made. So a journey has been made, progression, and we're moving on. You've got various different circles over here, which are in grey and white, and that means day and night. So this is another Native American symbol. You've got the crescent moon over here, which is also a Native American symbol as well, meaning again, it's another form of transformation, power, the lotus flower. So there's a lot of loads of hidden symbolisms in this, from obviously the dream catcher to arrows, but arrows pointing down as well, arrows pointing left, broken arrow, butterfly, all of these. Hey, what's up, CT? I don't like people like you. I apologize. That's not my intention for you to feel talentless, but guaranteed you will be very talented in something that I am not. So, yeah. What's really interesting about the crescent moon is a symbol which dates back thousands of years. And every culture has a very, very significant but very similar meaning as well. Yeah, that's trolling. Yeah, I'm doing really well, CT. Really, really well. How are you doing? So you can tell. See, the artwork which I just showed you. Thank you so much for the super hearts. You're awesome. The artwork that I just showed you was ink and color tone markers, which is using alcohol type of ink, and it's transparent ink, whereas this is not transparent, it's opaque. So the artwork that you'll get is very, very different. Oh yeah, Indian buffalo. That's actually, yeah, I do have that on my list. Doing all right. Good. Well, hope you are. So what I'm going to do is, let's outline everything and then let's add all the pattern work within. Because what I want this to be kind of simple. I want detail to be in here. There's going to be heavy pattern work in this area on the mandala. But yeah. But thanks for joining, guys. Do appreciate it. And thanks for the super hearts and stuff. I know a lot of you guys did place orders from my website today, which is amazing. So I will be sending those out this week. When you guys do buy something from my website, or when you guys do support through super hearts, you are supporting an independent creative. I do work for myself full time as an independent creative. So if you do like what I live stream, if you do like what I bring to the table, then share my shop, buy something from there. I always say to my my audience that I rather you support me through my shop than through super hearts, although I appreciate both. The reason being is because I can give you something in return. You know, if you get a print, you get a print to hang up in your house, and which is nice. There's something that you can see every single day and look at, and hopefully it brings you joy and inspiration as well. My artwork's very colourful, so if you do have my artwork, there's one thing I can guarantee is it'll bring you a lot of creativity and joy and inspiration with the colour on its own. Yeah, I can't wait for the zoo will unveil the gorillas in 4 weeks' time. 4 weeks, which is so exciting. The Plymouth will unveil my elephant in 1 week, guys. 1 week. How exciting is that? So I have got two brand new sculptures, which are going to be unveiled in within 1 to 4 weeks. And next week, guys, I'm heading off to Isle of Man again. I might be heading to Scotland, but I might actually do that the following week. But I am going to be definitely in Isle of Man next week to see my wallaby. Do you guys remember that I did a wallaby a few months back, and it's been released and it's had an amazing reaction. I've had so many photographs. The Isle of Man is a lot more quieter than any other sculpture that I've done, let's say. So it's really interesting seeing people's reaction. It's their first public art campaign. So, and it's a lot smaller than other places that I've done. Hey, what's up, Gigi? How are you? So yeah, I'm gonna go back and see my wallaby for the first time, all varnished and in public. It's apparently it's in a real nice area. Like there's a real nice lake, or maybe a fort or something behind it. So I'm gonna be there next Thursday. I'll be there. So the reason why I go back is, one, obviously I want to see my sculpture in its final location out in public, but also I need to record the final video for my time-lapse video. So I released a video of me painting and creating the sculptures, and I release them. But I really like to have the final version out in public in the video. So that means I can't release a video straight away. I have to wait until I can get back, whenever that is, record that segment of the video, and then release the video, add it. So hopefully the first video that I'm going to release is going to be the wallaby one, after I've done all the filming next week. What's up, Vic? How's it going? If you end up in Scotland, will you try hook up with Scope Andrew from? Yeah. So when I was in Scotland last time, I was in Edinburgh, in Leith. Andrew popped into my broadcast and he said that he's like 20 minutes from there, and he actually tagged me in a photograph because he was getting the train in Edinburgh, and he took a selfie, and my sculpture in Scotland was behind him. So he's kind of visited it, but it was quite quick. He said it was quick. He said he'll go back another time and see. But yeah, next time I'm down, I'll probably drop him a message and say if you want to meet up, and we can go sculpture hunting. I don't actually know any other sculptures in live streamers in Scotland. if anybody's watching this and you're from Scotland, check out my sculpture. It's right outside City Chambers on the High Street in Edinburgh. I replayers. You can tell you've been on this app a good amount of time. Who says that? Have you seen? No, I haven't seen the biggest bird statue. No, I haven't actually. Lace in Scotland as well. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely heading out to. So again, like I said, I need to. What's up, Sana? How's it going? I need to head out to all the places that I've created artwork and sculptures. So, hang on. Just need to record this video. Okay. So, yeah, I'll be heading out to Isle of Man, back to Edinburgh, Plymouth, Windsor, and Jersey. So I've got 5 areas. That's kind of crazy. In a few weeks' time, all of my 5 sculptures will be out in public at the same time, and all dotted around different areas around the British Isles. I think that's pretty cool. Don't you think so? Like, I can say to people that if you want to see my art in public, you can literally see it in 5 areas, all the way from the Isle of Man, Scotland, Plymouth, Windsor, and Jersey near France. World tour, that's what he's on. I am. So, if anybody here is near any of those places, let me know. Let's get sculpture hunting. I'll keep it coming, definitely. It's definitely a sweet tour coming up, yeah. It's going to be awesome. Looking forward to it. So yeah, the first stop is Isle of Man, which is next week. I am in Manchester next week as well. I was thinking of doing Manchester, driving to Edinburgh, just spending a day there next week and then coming back, but that might be a bit too much because then it's Manchester, Edinburgh, then Isle of Man, flying to Isle of Man. I think that's going to be that's going to be too much. You may have to look up the bird statue in India. It's beautiful. Perhaps it will inspire you. Yeah, I'll definitely have a look. Yeah. Yeah, Vic. I did offer, not to drink, but to meet up once. Remember? And you skanked us in your own city. By the way, remember that. If anybody's in London here, then definitely get over to Windsor from August the 10th to check out the lions. That's not too far from London. I'm only joking, dude. But yeah, if you're ever in Birmingham, let me know. Like, because I work for myself, I have a lot more kind of freeway over my my diary. Legoland, you know what? I haven't been to Legoland in such a long time, but that is in Windsor. And Legoland have actually sponsored their own lion as well, which is quite cool. Queen Ra, hello. How you doing, lovely? Queen Ra, we've got an OG broadcaster in our midst. Thank you. I'm in two minds about painting the background or keeping the background the MDF colour and texture, or colouring it in a different colour. Hello. What did I say? I can't remember what I said. Hey, what's up, Bambi? Oh, Dia! I was like, who's Bambi? Yo, what's up, Dia? Yeah, pop. I'm sure you pop in every, like, random time with a different name. Like, Bambi. I'm Bambi going here. What's up? When I get settled on getting one of your pieces, thank you, Queen Ra. Appreciate it. Have you observed some of the artificial intelligence created artworks? I've heard about that. Yes. One thing I do like about is like fractal art. If any of you guys have heard about fractal art, it's basically art using mathematical equations, vector art as well, and it's very, very cool. The art that it creates. I just thought of this idea for the Native American Indian series to do a teepee with animals and symbols. Oh, that's very cool. On it, yeah. That could be one of these, for instance. Like, we could do one of these type of artworks with that. I'm also so what other projects am I doing this year? We're doing Posca ink artwork, which is this. We're doing color tone artwork, which is this. So this is the latest color tone artwork, and then we're also doing. What else we're doing? We're doing foil artwork. We're doing foil artwork, like this. So this is actually the latest foil artwork, which is very exciting. So if you guys do want to get your hands on some A4, A5 artwork, foil artwork, then check out my website. So this is the elephant foil artwork on a midnight blue shimmer paper. And they look amazing framed, by the way. Absolutely amazing framed. That wolf is epic. I will be creating a foil version of this wolf later on this year. Definitely. So yeah, these are kind of the different types of artworks projects I'm doing this year. There is also a deer. If you guys have seen the deer, this is also available on the website. What type of art inspires your artwork? Good question. So, a lot of my artwork. Well, yeah, I commission ink. I do commission art. I do commission art. Yes. Did you do the line? No, I haven't done the line in foil yet. No, the line is coming. In fact, I think the line might be. It's going to be the line because this month, brand new foil artwork. So it's going to be either line or a peacock. So I don't know yet. It might be line actually. Yeah, deer. I do commissions. Yes, I've currently got a few commissions. So if you're interested in something, drop me a message, and then we can schedule it in. If you're interested. So what type of art inspires my artwork? The type of art that I do really like is so first of all, the two main inspirations are culture and nature. So those two are the main areas where I get my inspiration from. So various nature, so patterns in nature, and various different cultures around the world. So that wolf that you just saw was inspired by Native American culture. Then I've got loads of other ones as well. So for instance, you got the elephant, which is inspired by the Indian culture. You got the whale, so you got the other ones like Nordic. You got South American. That's South American. And there's other ones as well. African as well. So yeah, these are postcards based on my A3 artworks. Yo, dude, you didn't see your Insta DMs? No, I haven't. No, I haven't actually checked my my DMs yet. Yo, Dia, what did you do? You tagged me in something. That was sick. What was it? Hang on. Was it a wolf and a snake or something? A snake and a dragon. I can't remember what it was. It was really good. Well done. Like, really good. I was like, man, girl's got talent. Dragon and Mandala, that's the one. Yeah, really good. Well done. Like, talent. You got a good eye for line work, pattern work, and color. It's not always easy to see or easy to get. Why you got broken heart for and crying for, Manny? Wish my art got some recognition. Yo, Manny, like, the thing when I first started to share art, I actually just started to share art because I felt like sharing something I was passionate about. I didn't really care about recognition. And so what happens is that when you start sharing art because you've genuinely passionate about it, that vibe is stronger than and I'm not saying you're desperate, but artists in general become desperate for attention, which is completely understandable because you want your art to be seen to loads of people so you can get recognition, so you can get a brand and a promotion and you can get people buying your artwork. I completely get that. But when people start seeing the desperation of you pushing your art, people don't like to follow it, if that makes sense. I'm not saying this is you exactly, Manny, because like I said, you only popped into my broadcast yesterday, so I don't know you. But this is my personal way of thinking, and I do lecture at universities, and I do also say this to my students. I say, when you want to grow a brand and you want to grow a following and you want to have people support your work and appreciate what you do, they don't care about what you produce, they care about the person who you are. Okay? So people buy art from people who they resonate with more than the art themselves. Okay, so if you're an awesome person, you're vibing excitement and skills and creativity, and you do things in a different way, and you show the behind the scenes, and you're a good storyteller, that is what will sell your art more so than your actual art. So I will definitely check your DM. I haven't checked my DMs. I think your DM went into the message requests DM. I don't often check the message request DMs because I get a lot on Instagram. But yeah, I've been at it for a decade. Just keep, it'd be nice. Sometimes it takes people a lot longer. Sometimes it takes people a lot less time, basically, to share their art and get recognition. I've been sharing my art for 2.5 years, and it's grown really, really well. Like I didn't share my art because I wanted to sell my art. I shared my art because I was excited to share something that I like doing. And in 2.5 years, it's now grown internationally. I've had 15 exhibitions, and my art is seen on walls, in shop windows, on sculptures, and soon in clothing. So in 2.5 years, there's been really good growth. But because I don't push my artwork, I don't say, buy this. I just create. Hey, what's up, Noor? Oh, no, Noof. I get a lot of people who want to hit on me on Instagram. Yo, Ria, I know. I completely get it when it comes from a female point of view. It's horrible because a lot of my female friends, they show me their DMs and I'm just like, what? Creeps alert. But I don't get that. I do get a lot of random DMs. I get a lot of people requesting to collaborate. I get a lot of people sending me body parts because they get my work tattooed on them. I get a lot of very random weird messages as well. Like there is other artists on scope, but everyone knows Mr. Racing because it doesn't push his art. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Yeah, there's a lot of real nice artists as well, and there are some artists on Periscope who have a sales tactic, and it doesn't always work. Yeah, I think I stuck around because it's really chill vibes here. Yeah, that's the main thing. Like I said, so some people joined Periscope with a pure intention of selling their work, right? But the people who are the OGs, the people who have been broadcasting for 4 years, know that the people who stick around are the people who enjoy the conversations, who enjoy the random shoots of conversations that go completely sideways, the laughs and the how-tos and the artwork and the things that you produce. You know, you get bots too here. That's what makes a broadcast really fun, is when it doesn't have a goal so much, but the goal could be just, you know what, just chill, sit back, relax. My goal is always for people to be inspired by my art and have fun. Periscope's a very good place. Periscope Twitter Live is a fantastic tool and a platform to amplify whatever you're doing. I missed some comments. You see on Periscope, I see a lot of people who just like to post inappropriate stuff. Yeah, I've had many bots follow me. Yeah, there was a bot kind of issue on Periscope. It's been on and off for a few years. Every year the bots come back, and every year Periscope does this purge of bots, but they always tend to come back. It's nothing to worry about, by the way. If anybody is new to Periscope and you're wondering about these bots and what they are, don't worry about it. They don't do anything. Just don't click on the links in the bio, and then you'll be fine. What's up, Poppy Kevin? Poppy Kevin's another OG here, OG broadcaster. But yeah, the famous bot purge. Every year there's been a famous bot purge. It's been like once a year. There have been different types of bots. It works way better than YouTube streaming on mobile. YouTube would always crash. Yeah, I've basically tried every live streaming platform out there, right? From Twitch to YouTube to Instagram to all the and also the small ones as well. And I found, and also personally, I've gained the most from Periscope because of its link with Twitter, because obviously it's owned by Twitter and Twitter Live. And because I have a lot of very good audience on Twitter, it works really well. So Twitter for me is a very powerful platform. Instagram for me is a very powerful platform. Those are the two that I really focus on. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna go back and read your comment. Oh no. Plus, you take suggestions from us and colours and ideas. Yes. The thing is, though, what's really important when it comes to Periscope is, and when it comes to art, is even though I'm creating the art, yes, and I'm letting my imagination flow, I take inspiration from you guys. I always ask you, what should I create? What colour should I use? What do you think of? I actually genuinely am interested in your suggestions and expertise on certain things, because you're looking from a bird's eye view and I'm looking from a very different angle, and you're looking from a different angle to me. Sometimes you can see something that I can't see and you'll mention something like, oh yeah, that looks really cool. So, yeah. I said that to Ari today and she came in that she's an OG. YouTube banned you from making live. Oh, because you didn't have 1,000 subs. Yeah, if you want to play games, go on Twitch. Ria, Twitch is really good for gaming, and also you can get paid for it as well. Right? The whole I was on Twitch for a bit. I managed to get to the stage where, what was it called? Affiliate. I was Twitch affiliate, so I could get subscribers and get paid. But it just wasn't. It wasn't good enough for me to invest that much of my time. Twitch doesn't delete your stuff. Daniela, thank you. Like, I suggest to make the wolf's eyes 2 different colours, and yeah, it did. That was a great suggestion. Alright, okay, maybe it does now then, I don't know. Yeah, so I've been on Periscope for 4 years now. It's been 4 years in June. In fact, you know what I did? I completely forgot to do a live stream celebrating my 4 years. What? Maybe I'll do that this week. I'll do a 4-year recap of my time on Periscope and all the things that have changed and how things were when I joined back in June 2015 to how things are now. Those colours, those are wonderfully vibrant. Thank you. This is really cool because let me show you what I did in my first one. So this is my second. So this basically project is to use as many different colours as possible because it's actually quite difficult to use as many different colours as possible. This is my first one that I did. Can you guys see that? It's a bit bigger. Very random bird using different colours. So this is the first one that I did, and this is the second one. So again, I'm using the same amount of colours, but just applying to a different random doodle. Yeah, peacock-esque. Yeah, definitely. Hey, what's up, Carol? You love colourful art? Yes, me too. Why is the weather so weird yesterday? I was sweating today and wrapped over Raja. Yeah, yesterday was hot and it's a lot colder today. They have to look good together. Yeah, the thing is though, if you do say to people, look, you've got all these colours to use, that's actually quite scary. It's very scary to use this amount of colours and make it work. You've done some incredible things in the last 4 years of Perry. Yeah, exactly, Carol. And thanks for being part of the journey. Anyone who's been here for the 4 years I've been on here, it's been quite a journey. That's like something I do expect way better than me. Yeah. Oh, me. Minimalist can be good, yeah, and I do love like black and white artwork. Like I said, so if you have a look at all these artworks, hang on. So if you have a look at all these artworks, okay, so this is my latest artwork, which I just finished. I finished this last week or whenever it was. But if you have a look at all these started off as black and white. So this is the elephant version. This is the peacock that I did. Remember guys, these are all drawn by hand, completely freestyled, and they're also coloured by hand. This is the lion. This is the cat. Amazing how the right side looks like different media to the left. It does, yeah, exactly. That's a whale. This is the swan. This is the koi fish. This is the deer. And also, there's other ones as well. There's actually brand new ones. So, wait, there's other ones. Hang on, you've seen. This is part of my. Yeah, and also, you know, the symmetry is all freestyle. Like, I don't sometimes plan it. Hang on. There is one that I haven't shared. This is part of my display. These are all my display stuff. Oh yeah, fire bear, that's it. This is a fire bear. That's a fire bear as well. Deer sounds like deer. Yeah, it does. Deer. If you're speaking English and not pronouncing your R's properly. Deer. You seen that deer in the park? Yeah, man. Saw it the other day. It's a big deer. Oh, hang on. I'm mixing all these up now. Which is... that. Because these are all display items. Because I also do art stores as well, art markets, which is really fun. these, and they're all available on my website, by the way. Oh, you know what? Let me catch up on comments. I missed a lot of comments. Afi, thanks. Amazing, stunning. Thank you. Yes, my son. Thank you, Daddy G Money. I can't do digital art at all. That's not digital art. That's hand-drawn art. None of that's digital, by the way. Imagine knowing what animal looks like without even having to look at reference. Yeah, that's not easy. And oh god, all right, chill out, Thea. They're so imaginative. That's impressive. Connection keeps cutting out. Ever done anything inspired by ancient Egypt? No, but I will be doing. You're American, awesome. Using all those different colours is also a challenge to make them mesh together on the drawing. Exactly, it's not easy to do. Something about Stag's Eyes. What other artists do you like? I like quite a few artists. My kind of style, because I'm a graphic designer, I'm a trained designer, so my inspiration goes from very much kind of the Bauhaus movement, Bauhaus as well, the German design movements as well. Minimalism is big. Then you got the kind of certain movements in America, but I do also love, if you look at the traditionalists, the colours from Kandinsky to Matisse. I love the colours. You got William Morris, who's an amazing English artist, does amazing patterns. Okay. Manny, alright. Alright, also, guys, look at this. I showed this in the last broadcast, but I want to show you guys. This this arrived the other day. Some kind of posh newspaper arrived. Look at this. Why am I showing you this newspaper? So this is the Windsor, Ascot and Eton Express newspaper. Some bad boys right there. As soon as you open the Windsor, Ascot and Eton Express newspaper, you've got, I know, right, Big Mang Tin. You've got me posing with my lion, and that's my latest lion from Windsor. Not complete, but I was in the article. Hey, what's up, us? I know, right? Get you. So, which is quite cool. Artist Amrit Singh's lion will be part of the Lions of Windsor Made a Hair Sculpture Trail. So what is said here, artist and social media star, that's not true. Amrit Singh, widely known as Mr. Singh, is creating his own conservation themed lion for the trail. One of the best things about the trail is raising money for charity, said Amrit, who is supporting wildlife charity Tusk. Tusk has branded 2019 as the year of the lion, with news that lions are now more endangered than polar bears. Amrit hopes the trail will encourage Windsor residents to discover new parts of the town. There are a lot of hidden gems in Windsor, he said. I've said more than that, but that's all they quoted. Yeah, so here's a fact, which is actually not a really nice fact. There are only 20,000 lions left in the public, out there, in the wild. And they are more polar bears than lions. How crazy is that? So that's the reason why this trail that I'm going to be part of, which launches on August the 10th, is World Lion Day. So World Lion Day is on August the 10th, and they're raising awareness for lions and raising money. So Tusk Trust is a conservation charity, and the profits from my lion will go towards that charity. So yeah, it's cool. Never been to England? You will do one day. Love Windsor, nice in London. Yeah, it is nice. It's very small. Let me read up. how do you get to draw on those statues? I don't get permission, Manny. I just rock up and graffiti and tag a sculpture. No, that is not true, by the way. I don't recommend anyone going up to a random sculpture and start graffitiing and tagging it. It's you basically, there's loads of art trails, so sometimes you get approached by a city, and or you submit a design for a project. When you're older, you should frame that. I will. Yeah, I'm gonna put you part of like a media. I've got a modern. So I've been in like random bits of news and stuff like that over the years, but I've got like a modern one as well. I thought for a second you were Setons. Serious? Serious about what? I'm never serious. No, I don't know what you're on about though. Other ones? Here's another one. That's my giraffe in a newspaper last year. I was in another campaign as well. That's another newspaper I was in. That's another newspaper I was in. This is another newspaper. Oh, this one's quite a cool one because it was for my TEDx talk. That's me right there on a massive newspaper. This newspaper was released before I was doing my TEDx talk. Yeah, I did a TEDx talk, and that's me helping with the refugees. So this refugee here is in the Dunkirk refugee camp in France. And this is a real nice photograph of me shaking her hand and then giving little goodie bags with colouring books, pens, pencils and stuff like that. So this is a really awesome article, and the article is here. This one, which is really cool. So yeah, that's a very, very cool. So yeah, there's a lot of random kind of newspaper articles and stuff which I've got. That was, yeah. What was that? Hang on, wait, I missed some comments. I drew a giraffe when I was 6. It was in my parents' room for the longest home. Oh, awesome. Where is it now? I'm a good egg. Next is Birmingham Mail. I think one of them was Birmingham Mail. Birmingham Mail are quite good. Next. The BBC is really good. I've got a lot of good articles on BBC website. So definitely the one I recommend is, if you search for Mr. A Singh BBC, you will see a few things I've done for them. Or maybe it's Amrit. I'm not. I should be under Mr. A Singh. This one. Let me show you this. So this one here, this is an article on the BBC website. So this article here is a really, really cool article, and then it ended up being on the 6 o'clock news. And you can listen to it. You can watch it. Very vibrant. I love colour and I love intricate details. There, so this is a real good. It was actually on the news, so that's not the news article because it's the web version, but it was on the news and that was quite cool as well. But that's on the BBC website, and I've done a few videos for BBC Academy as well. I did a. Hang on, what? Is that a photo in the paper from the video you showed us at the refugee camp? Yes, if you were watching any of my live streams, I actually did a live stream in Dunkirk refugee camp, and while I was live streaming, or while I was there, we had a photographer who was with us, and he took that picture. Makes a change to see positive stuff in papers. True. So don't ruin art with other art. No. Yeah, no, everything's so depressing now. Huh? Oh, newspapers. I'm guessing a lot of you guys are talking to him in a while. Like, he used to do regular live streams, and then he started doing a lot of digital art. And then, I don't know, I haven't seen him in a long time, so I don't really know what he's doing. There are a handful of artists that I follow, but what I try to do is I try to look at the hashtag art, and I try to jump into random artists' broadcasts and just sit there and support them. That's really nice. It's nice to do that. It used to be easier before you had the gold VIP badge next to your name, because you could just sit there and pretend like you were just a random person who's jumped into the broadcast. And now when you jump into someone's broadcast and they don't have many viewers or followers, and you say hi, and then they see you've got a gold badge, they get scared, they get nervous, and I'm like, damn, that's not what I want. So sometimes they know what that means, sometimes they don't know what that means. If they don't know what that means, then it's actually quite good, because then you can just sit there and chill. Yeah, no, he didn't. True. See, what I always say though is, but this is the thing about a lot of artists, because my background isn't art, my background is design, branding and marketing, so I know branding really well, I know marketing really well. I use Periscope as a way that I can just experiment, test things out, and have fun, have conversations, learn new things, and amplify things. But at the same time, what I do is I use what I've created on this platform, and I make sure I market it and create content out of it and push it on other platforms. It's really important to do as an artist. If you don't do that as an artist, it's very difficult for you to get anywhere. So what I will do is I will create time lapses on my art here. I'll take photographs, I'll get the final video, and I'll make sure that the final version on my Instagram is going to be high quality. High quality. If you just leave what you've created on Periscope, then it's going to be very difficult for your work to be seen. I don't think you should push art. You should do graffiti on, like, an abandoned building, a sculpture. I mean, if you're doing it randomly. This is a strange piece, yes, Abbas. If you don't have permission, I mean, yeah. What do you think? You know what? I want to ask you guys this question. What did you see in this piece? What does it mean to you? That's going to be really interesting. So I would love to hear your thoughts and the interpretation of this artwork. What is it? What does it mean? Because, like, you could the thing is, right, even though I'm drawing it in a portrait mode purely because of Periscope, you could actually have it this way. It could be landscape. It doesn't need to be. It could be like an old... In fact, I'm not going to tell you what I think it is. I want to hear your versions. I want to hear your interpretations. I mean, ideally, you have permission, but there are situations where you wouldn't. Yeah, no. When I was at university, I did a lot of graffiti art. And a lot of it was illegal. I'm not going to tell you where. And I haven't done graffiti art in a long time, actually. Rio, as in Rio, the place? The eye is slightly dark and evil hiding. The thing about the eye is also metallic. Glitter. Can you see that? So it's actually reflective. Well, I wouldn't know Wait, because I'm not there. I'm a Banksy. I can't tell you if I was Banksy. Like, would you really think I would tell you? Come on. Do you not know anything about Banksy? I know. So one thing, Bob, that you'll realise about me, if you're new to me, which I think you are, is I am sometimes sarcastic. So sometimes I do use sarcasm when I say things. During the carnival, yeah, I see that. Do you? Okay. Are you good at realizing when someone's being sarcastic or not? Like, are you oblivious to it? Because a lot of people are oblivious, especially Americans. Like, in the UK, sarcasm is like a second language to us. But I realized over time of like visiting America and speaking with Americans that sarcasm doesn't come naturally. And I do have to really rein back the sarcasm sometimes when I'm there. That's why I saw around for you chuckle. Awesome. But on Periscope, I tend to switch up the sarcasm a little bit more. But when I'm speaking to Americans in person, I dial it back quite a lot. Because it can be quite awkward. Because they take it literal. And it's also been the case quite a few times on Periscope when brand new people are joined in and they've taken what I've said at that moment when I'm being really sarcastic seriously. I'm bad at knowing, but what was sarcastic about that? What was sarcastic about what? The art expresses higher consciousness. Ooh. What the hell I've never heard of Bildo. I'm sure, are you sure like someone wasn't halfway through a conversation with you and was like, Bill, do you want to go and get some coffee? Bill, do you want to go and walk in the park? Bill, do you want to have lunch here? And you just heard the Bill do, and you just like, what are you calling me Bill do for? Like, but I just said a whole sentence and you didn't hear my whole sentence. And you'd only have black and red pens if you were Banksy. Yeah, of course. Or would I? I'm just gonna keep saying, or would I, at the end of it. Because it makes it really suspicious. White? No, I'm not white, I'm brown. Some people are mean. Yes, some people are mean. Or they call you Ahmad. You look at them like really, oh yeah, I've had some really random names. The best was at school. You know when the new teacher comes, or like the supply teacher or something, and they've got the registration, and they read my name, and they first look at you and they're like, damn, this guy's like foreign. He must have some crazy ass difficult name. Okay, so I'm going to take my time and make sure I don't mess up his name. But because they've got this kind of pressure of not messing up my name, because they look at me like, whoa, this guy's foreign, they mess it up even worse. What about to fix it? White paint. Could do. I don't think that was the intention. Am I right? That's very funny, bad dad. Am I right? That's good. Also, I'm assuming you're joking since if you aren't, you're making it too easy for you. Starlight, or am I? Maybe my intention is to make you think like it was too easy, so you would think it was too easy, but that was too easy, so you thought it was too hard. So all of a sudden you would think back at all the conversations that we've had, thinking, is it actually too hard, or is it too easy? Is he playing around with me, or is he messy with me? Is it really Banksy, or is it not Banksy? If he is, he would tell me straight, but why is he showing me photographs in the newspaper? Is he? So I'm confused right now. Or am I? Yo, Starlight, you take things very seriously. Starlight, if this was so serious, then I think you can take this as a binding contract. Take it to law, to the US government. Be like, yo, I know who Banksy is. He's the one who graffitied this shed back in Cardiff, and all of a sudden it blew up. And now we've got proof because on Periscope. Look, it's right here. I do, I do own a shredder. All of a sudden, Yoda pops out. Shredder he owns, does he? Yeah, everyone owns a shredder, Carol. Come on. It's like the most common tool that we all have. Yo, I like that Starlight. Everyone owns a shredder. ... If you have an office. It's like everyone has a Mercedes Benz ... if you've got a bit of money. I heard Banksy was a camel. What do I know? I may be mistaken about Banksy. Could be. I heard Banksy was I was just trying to think of David Attenborough. I think we're all right. Do you know why? Because Banksy is everyone. Banksy is all of us. Banksy is a person who wants change. Banksy is a person who wants social justice. Banksy is a person who doesn't want to conform. Banksy is a person who wants to bring those to light who are doing harm and shouting at you from billboards and telling you that you're fat, you're skinny, that your girlfriend's not pretty. Banksy is a person who says that you have to go on holiday but you don't need to. Banksy is all of us. Alright. Banksy is the one who wants you to steal this. Banksy doesn't like the 1%. Banksy doesn't like the lizard people. Banksy doesn't like the Bilderberg group. Banksy doesn't like the Illuminati. Banksy doesn't like the Freemasons. Banksy doesn't like the Knights Templar. Banksy likes you. Alright, I think that's it. That's enough for today. This is looking cool. It does sound like a greeting card. Banksy likes you. Banksy, and you open the card up, it says Banksy likes you at the front. You open it up, it says Banksy is you. You are Banksy. It's like V for Vendetta. Have you guys seen that film? Great film. About Guy Fawkes. Such a brilliant film. Definitely, I should recommend you watch it. So, really good message. Guy Fawkes was very similar about that. Obviously, he wanted to blow up the Parliament, but it was mainly about bringing down an establishment. How old are you? Starlight, Raya, Rhea, Bob. I think it's going to be like a 12 rating. It's not. My Instagram is Mr. A Singh, MrASINGH. Oh, you're 17 now. Yeah, you definitely can watch it then. Definitely. Okay. I think your dad would enjoy it. Maybe. I don't know. Where would you graffiti if you could get away with it? Oh, I can't tell you that. Because maybe I already have. There are certain places that you can graffiti and get away with it. You know what was really interesting? When I was in the Mission District in San Francisco a few years ago, and I was there for the Meetings of Style festival, graffiti festival, and I did some graffiti back then. In fact, the last graffiti that I did was in 2016. That was the last graffiti that I did, and yeah, it was really good. But when I was there, the best things were when I met the OG artists. So I met the OG graffiti artists from New York and from the surrounding areas, New Jersey and Brooklyn. And these were the original graffiti artists back in the 1960s, 1950s, who would illegally graffiti on the side of subway trains. And what they would do, because at that point there was no such thing as different type of caps, where there was thin spray, wide spray, and all sorts, they would steal caps from hardware stores. So from like WD-40 and oil cans and stuff. So they would steal the caps and add them to their spray cans, so they got different weights, different thicknesses, and then they would jump the fence and graffiti on the side of subway trains and then go. But there was a genuine risk of them getting caught and sent to prison back then. And I interviewed 3 of the original gangster graffiti artists, and like amazing insight into how they were doing it back then. Amazing insight. Don't say where. Why are you dishing out advice to kids? I always dish out advice. You got a problem with that? Deal with it. I do a lot of talks in schools, so yeah, it's kind of weird if I don't give advice if I'm doing talks in schools or at university. I've actually got a talk in a secondary school next 2 weeks' time. Yeah, 2 weeks' time. I'm an advice machine, yeah. I can't help it, guys. If you don't like my advice, I can't help it. I always do dish out advice. And words of wisdom and random thoughts. So it comes with the art. It's just something that comes with the art, and it comes with this live stream. Back when it was art instead of someone's Scrabble. Yeah. Unfortunately, some of the subway cars did graffiti on used to make reefs on the upper. What is that? I don't know what that means. If you don't like his advice, don't follow it. Scrabble, yeah, I know what Scrabble is, yeah. Oh, are you asking? Yeah. Plus they watch the replay, so good advice is good, yeah. East Coast in the ocean. Oh, I see. A real life mask as opposed to imaginary. I prefer if we keep imaginary as opposed to 2D one. Yeah. I could mold this into a 3D one. That'd be quite cool. Graffiti was art. Now everything I see is just a tag. Yeah. The thing is though, graffiti wasn't originally art. It was a communication. It was like Morse code. So originally, graffiti was never intended as art. Never. It was the way people could express how they were feeling in an obviously in a legal way, because it wasn't going to be sanctioned, it wasn't going to be agreed on by the council, but they would always promote hard-hitting stuff, stories. So graffiti was never about art, it was about communication, it was about gang culture, gang areas. So it was about tagging, it was street language, it was about, you knew which area you were about to come into, and this area was owned by a certain gang. So graffiti was their way of basically putting signs and symbols around areas, and also then talking about certain things, so topical stuff. So topical stuff, things that they weren't happy with, things that oil companies were doing, shell companies were doing, things like corporations and mental health and all these kind of stuff, things that they weren't happy with, they would graffiti on the side of buildings and walls and advertise they would vent basically through a form of writing. And if you look at the original history of graffiti, it was never called graffiti. Graffiti was a term used by the cities and the corporates and the government to show something that was illegal. It was always called writing. So if you speak to an OG graffiti artist, they'll never call themselves a graffiti artist. They call themselves a writer. So they would always refer that we wrote here. And now it's different. Now it's accepted as an art form. Like most art forms, cave writing, the most earliest forms of art, wasn't art. It was a way of passing on a story to the next generation. Cave art was never meant as a pretty thing to put on the wall. But if you have a look at this is a really good book. Okay, so this book here is called Trespass, A History of Uncommissioned Urban Art. Cave art was the original form of graffiti art, This is a really good book, by the way. And this book actually kind of showcases uncommissioned. These are all uncommissioned graffiti art. So things that people would call illegal art, but they all had such a powerful message. And this is really good because it tells you all about the history of the street art, who did it, the thinking behind them. So this is actually a really good book if you are into that. Right. You can tell that I do really like writing. So this is also a really good book. It's called Stencil Graffiti. So stencil graffiti is, again, like literally what it says, all about the types of graffiti that you see around the world, which involves stencils. So stencil graffiti came about, it was actually around quite in the early days, because it was the quickest form of illegal art. Instead of now you can take your time doing art. Back then there was no such thing as luxury of time. It was all about how can you tag walls and put out a message as quick as possible without getting caught. It's quite cool. It's fun, Same with Native American symbols we discussed earlier was a way of communication. Exactly, yes. I lived in Boston when I was a kid. I liked the murals and designs. I didn't know the underlying message. It's always really interesting to understand the message, the underlying message. Here's another good book. It's called Street Art: The Spray Files. This is actually an American book. I bought this from San Francisco. So graffiti is actually, most of it is actually quite legal, because what the government realized in many cities around the world, that if you keep legalizing something, they'll keep doing it. So if you legalize it, then what you've got is you've got control over a certain area. So now you've got certain areas which legalize graffiti, so they have graffiti festivals. All these are illegal graffitis, but they're the best ones because they have the best messages. These are absolutely amazing. So some of these actually aren't going to be illegal. So this is a really good book as well. I recommend if you're into street art and tags and signs. That's a good one. This is another one as well. This is actually very powerful. It's called Street Logos. There's so many different logos that you get from around the world, which are tagged as well by different artists. So they don't have to clean it up all the time in random places. Exactly, yes. I've got a lot of design books. Here's another really good book. If you're into Banksy stuff, this is a book which I produced and I published. Joking. It's called Banksy Locations and Tours, and it's got basically a collection of graffiti locations and photographs in London. So if you do want to do a tour of all the graffiti places of that Banksy has done, or the Banksy artwork, you can just follow this book. It's a very, very good book. And so this is a good book. The other book, which I absolutely recommend, this book, it's called Banksy, Wall and Peace. This is one of my most favourite books I have. I've got quite a lot of books. But this book I've read, and it's all about the history of Banksy. And it's a book that he published, and about the stories of why he did what he did in certain areas. And why, and basically they tell no, you can't look at, there's certain things that you can't just look up on the internet. You have it all in one place. Yes, he is. So I'm going to read a passage from this book, right? It's called Brandalism. This is why I love Banksy's work, this passage in this book. People abuse you every day. They butt into your life, take a cheap shot at you and then disappear. They leer at you from tall buildings and make you feel small. They make flippant comments from buses that imply that you're not sexy enough and that all the fun is happening somewhere else. They're on TV making your girlfriend feel inadequate. They have access to the most sophisticated technology the world has ever seen and they bully you with it. They are the advertisers and they are laughing at you. However, you are forbidden to touch them. Trademarks, intellectual property, rights and copyright law mean advertisers can say what they like whenever they like with impunity. Screw that. Any advert in public space that gives you no choice whether you see it or not is yours. It's yours to take, rearrange and reuse. You can do whatever you like with it. Asking for permission is like asking to keep a rock someone just threw at your head. You owe the companies nothing. You especially don't owe them any courtesy. They have rearranged the world to put themselves in front of you. They never asked for your permission. Don't even start asking for theirs. This is an amazing passage about why Banksy does some of the stuff that he does. And the book is brilliant. It's a really, really good book. So I recommend you read that book. I like the rocks you put in front of us. Yeah. Good night. Hey, what's up, El Master? Good night. So anyway, as you can see, I've got a few books on graffiti, street art, stencil art and all that. That's why they say don't watch as much TV. Yeah, I mean, I don't watch. I hardly watch TV. If you want to consume information, you basically read books, do your own research, look at various different angles on a certain subject, and make your own mind up. Don't basically agree with what one person says. Yeah. Here in the States, one of the new things is for graffiti artists to do the artwork on the side of barns. Ah, cool. Hey, what's up there? Thank you. Not TV. Books don't have adverts in them now. Yeah, well, some of them do. As soon as books start having adverts, then basically it's just a magazine. So far, so it's not. Okay, we're just going to finish this area off, guys, with black ink. Can you see how all of a sudden it's really come together now? Whereas before, it was just kind of this stood out, and now all of a sudden it's just blended in. In the next live stream that I'll do after this, whenever it is, in a few days' time, or maybe tomorrow, we'll start to add all the pattern work and all the Are you awesome? It's growing really well now. Like I'm even gaining like work from there as well, which is really interesting. You're 13k, amazing. Oh, hang on, I missed some comments. I think it depends on the book too. Yes, I daydream. I listen to music too. That's rad. Thank you. What do you mean better than other things than Facebook? No, it's excuses that your mind comes up with. Yeah, I'm watching you instead of finish my book. No one uses Facebook. People use the Facebook mainly just for personal communications nowadays. Are you on TikTok as well, Raya? Thank you. Depression is an excuse, no, but our mind can come up with an excuse and label something as depression. That's something different. Depression is a genuine, serious thing, a mental health condition. However, our mind can also label something as depression when it isn't quite depression. So sometimes we label something because we feel like we're in that area. Normally that's down to wrong advice. Sometimes it's down to us thinking that we're feeling like that. Have you? Stay strong, Raya. Stay strong. As if you can work on your mental health, and you can work on your mental health, every single one of us can, right? We at the moment, most of us, in fact, I would say most of the world does not have control over our own mind. We think that we're in control. We're walking, we're talking, we're doing stuff. Where actually our mind is in control of us. We're basically puppets on a string. The reason why we're puppets on the string is because we've never taken the time to really understand us, understand ourselves, and also understand our mind. Hashtag save the turtles, yes. And because we've never taken the time, the reason why we've never taken the time is because we've always been distracted. We live in a distracted society. Everything is available to us at our fingertips, so patience has gone out of the window because we demand it now. We demand it yesterday, demand it tomorrow. Because we don't have patience, and we also don't have the time to develop, we rely on things. We rely on people, we rely on technology, we don't actually rely on people anymore. We rely on technology. We rely on excuses. So my advice to every single person is to take the time to understand themselves. Take the time to really focus their mind and understand what makes you tick, right? What works for you? How can you get yourself out of a creative block? How can you get yourself out of, when you're angry, what makes you come out of that anger? If you can understand yourself better and you can learn to control your own mind, then you can also learn to control things that are affecting you mentally. Basically, I'm not sure if it's depression or just grief. Well, those depression and grief are very different things. If you don't deal with grief properly, it can turn into a confusion of depression, sadness, anger, jealousy. It can be a confusion, a mix of so many emotions, which can be quite dangerous for you. So if you have gone through grief and you have lost someone, first of all, I'm sorry to hear that. Secondly, you need to really take the time to process it. Take the time to process it. You can't really come to terms with it because that's difficult, but you can understand it. Understand where that feeling comes from, understand how it was first triggered, understand the relationship that you had with the person who passed away, understand that the silver lining element is the more powerful element here. What is the good that you've learned from their life? How can you learn to celebrate their life instead of turning it into grief and anger and jealousy and frustration, all that kind of stuff? So processing is extremely important when it comes to grief. Well, a lot of people aren't very good at processing. That's the reason why we don't. Processing is basically another word for understanding us, understanding what we're going through, understanding what works, understanding what doesn't work, and we use excuses as a way of getting away from really working through certain things, really working through it. So just take the time. You know what? If you need to, journal, write things down. Writing things down is actually very, very useful for a lot of people. I recommend that you just get a journal, start writing down all your feelings and what you're thinking, even what dreams mean to you as well, things that you're dreaming about, things that people have said. Write down what you think it means. Don't ponder on it. Write it down, reflect, move on. If you start thinking about something too much, because thinking too much can also be quite bad. Yeah, I'm trying. You know, there's a girl on Twitter that does talks like this, and she only does hand motions in the video. No way! Oh, I'm gonna start doing that, Bambi. I mean, Dia. Do you think I should do that? I've always felt like so many people have asked me to do talks, like inspirational talks, but I don't like talking in front of a camera. So I could, for instance, maybe like doodle, and you can see my hand movements, but talk. I think that would be quite cool. What do you think? Like I'm doing right now, like I'm just talking about something. We could have a topic, and I'm very visual in my hands, as you can see. When I talk with my hands. I can't keep my hands like this. If I want to have a good conversation, I cannot not talk with my hands. It's funny because when I do public speaking and they ask me to stand in one place, I always say to them that's going to be impossible because I can't stand in one place. I have to walk and talk at the same time. And so they're like, all right, fine. Funny that you said graffiti wasn't considered art because it was a communication, because they are not mutually exclusive. No. The thing about communication, though, communication is one thing that has changed so much over the years. And our interpretation of communication has changed over years as well, and it will continue to change. Would you not be able to talk if your hands were tied? I could talk, but the emotions and the expressions wouldn't be able to be delivered properly. Like, I'm a lot more passionate if I get to talk with my hands. Like, you can really tell what I'm talking about, or you could probably feel what I'm talking about if you could see my hands moving as well. And I'm walking. Art is communication, yes. Well, Starlight has tapped into your psychology of your learning at art school. Yes, exactly. By the way of communication, yeah. I've studied this. This is the thing, though. Like, Starlight, a bit of a background. I've got a degree in graphic design, and also a master's in communication design and entrepreneurship. And within my degree and my master's, what we studied is colour theory, the psychology of colour, psychology of communication as well, through design, through colour, through layouts, through shapes, through technology as well. So I do know a lot about it, and I am actually interested quite a lot about it. How tiny! This is actually one of my favourite Posca pens. No, actually 3M is my favourite. 3M, but this is a brand new one. It's what they used to do. In fact, they do still sell these pens. These are the 1M pen. The 1M pen I used to use a lot, but the reason I didn't stop using it is because it had a plastic nib. And what a plastic nib does is it can splatter ink. However, this one is the 1MR. And it's got a roller ball at the top. A roller ball. So, I prefer this one. Now, tell me what red means. Red means you can't... There's no such thing as what does red mean, because red means different things in different cultures. So, I mean... red and yellow doesn't quite make you hungry, but if you're in certain areas, so maybe in America red and yellow will make you hungry because it's linked with tomato ketchup and mustard. And tomato ketchup and mustard are the two things which have been on hot dogs since day one. If you look at commercials, even back in the 50s, the commercials for hot dogs have been around everywhere, and they've always had the red squiggle and the yellow squiggle, or the red squiggle and the yellow line on hot dogs. And it was two symbols which were quite like the street food, the quick, easy street food that you could have. So those are the two colors in America. I'm talking about America, but if you look at areas like, I don't know, if you look at China, red is seen as good luck. If you look in other areas, red is seen as danger and bad and stay away. Hence the reason why a lot of road signs are red. Yeah, like a ball pen, dear. Red, yeah, McDonald's. That's the reason why McDonald's got it. And also Wendy's, KFC, all the top restaurants have red in them. Yeah, exactly. So these are actually my favourite Posca pens. These ones. Have you seen the other Posca pens? Let me show you the other ones that I really like. 1 minute. I just don't want to switch off. So these Posca pens. So these Posca pens here are between 1M, 3M, 5M. So 5M are also my favourites as well. These aren't Posca pens. These are actually different. These ones are cool because these are the 17K, and I've got a few. I've got the black, yellow, pink as well. So these 17K is actually really cool. They're massive pens, the 17K. But these ones are actually my favourite ones. So all these ones, in fact, these 3Ms, these 3Ms are amazing. 3Ms, 5Ms are the ones that I use quite a lot. And also I've got, where is these ones? Yeah, these ones are my favourite ones now, the 7Ms. So 7Ms actually are brand new. I'll show you the 7Ms. 7Ms are based out of 7K, but ball tip. I've only got one left in this one. Can you see that? It's got a bullet tip. So normally 7 or 8K. You know, you got 8K. This is such an art turn, I know, right? 8K are chisel tip. That's the standard one. And now they've now got a 7M, which is bullet tip. There, which I absolutely love. So yeah, so these ones I use quite a lot in all of these colours. So there's quite a lot of colours here. These ones are really nice because these you can draw on. These are drawing on t-shirts. These are oil ones, and these are actually Japanese markers. These are pens sent to me from Japan. So I've actually got quite a lot of platinum paint markers. Don't ask me what that says in Japanese, even though it's made in China. I've got, so these are Japanese pens. I've also got Chinese pens as well. These ones are also, these are oil-based markers, that's it. And these are from China. All of these are from China. These pens. These pens are all as well. There's these Posca pens. Have you seen these Posca pens? These are Posca PCF 350. It's a brush tip. It's let me show you. I've got one open. So what this does oh my god, what? Hey, no worries, Starlight. I just missed a lot of your comments. I need to go eat soon. My Instagram is Mr. A Singh. Yes, thank you, Mary. Hey, Mary, what's up? calligraphy. Yeah, so this is really interesting. I don't know how to actually work it, but it's a brush. I don't actually know how it works. Oh, you push it. Ah, that's cool. You push the ink through. There you go. How cool is that? What's up, Stasia? There you go. Ah. Yeah, it's like a proper brush. It's just a cool little Anyway, you push this down, ink flows through and onto the brush. They come in different colours, but I don't really work with these, so I've never requested these before. I've never asked for these, but I am a Posca sponsored artist, so if I want to, I could just send Posca an email and they will send me boxes of these, but I've never needed to use these before. Yeah, it's cool. It's very, very cool. Your home flooded. Oh no, Mary, sorry to hear that. Do you think they work with water? No, I don't think they work with water. Probably, actually, because Posca is water-based ink. But I don't know if it would work. Have you done any art with pastel crayons? Not recently, no. Definitely not Posca, not though. And I might do a giveaway. Who here would be interested if I did a Posca giveaway? Anybody? I might do a competition on my Instagram. Give away some free Poscas. Okay, cool. It's a mess, but it's been taken care of. Oh man, is that based on a storm or something? So guys, if you look at my TikTok, I actually uploaded a video of this on my TikTok. It's my recent video, and the reason why I'm recording random videos is because I'm going to be making a part 2, which I'll upload to my TikTok as well. So basically, I want to do a giveaway. I want to give away some pens. I want to give away. I mean, there's some blacks. Blacks. Oh, here's the little pens. These ones. I might give some of these away. So these are the little pens that I was talking about. So you know the little ones. So, or the little, like these little ones. Where are they? See these little pens. So there's pink. I've got black, gold, silver, light blue, yellow, orange, and white. Yeah, so these are amazing pens, absolutely amazing, and they're the small ones, so you can really, these pens are these, you can really doodle with them. So what I might do is like one of each or something. I don't know yet. The best way of figuring it out is just follow me on Instagram. Because I am going to do a giveaway on my Instagram. I was going to do an Instagram, what's up Shirley, to celebrate 35k, to reaching 35k, but I never got around to it, so it's definitely on the cards. Definitely on the cards to do a giveaway. So I'm going to do a giveaway, get one of each. I think I might do a very simple giveaway, which is like tag 3 people to enter, tag and share or something, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Tag or retweet, or we'll see. Oh yeah, plus the 4th anniversary of Periscope. You know what? Perfect. Celebrating 4 years on Periscope. Celebrate 35,000 on Instagram. Maybe even celebrate reaching 50,000 on TikTok. We can do a whole little celebration giveaway. Not sure yet. We had really bad storms lately. The guy that determines causes is coming tomorrow. Okay, yeah, I'm sure, because obviously you live in a storm-prone area. You'll have the insurance for that. But yeah, that's horrible though. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, definitely turn on post notifications, guys, because I will also tell you guys on Periscope as well whenever I'm do it. But you know what I might do is, so I'm in the Isle of Man next week. I might do it next week. If I have to plan out my Instagram of when I'm going to do this, I might do a post next week. In fact, when I post this final version and I post it on my Instagram, I might do the competition with this picture. Yeah, I could do that actually. That'd be quite good. So post this picture, which obviously is using loads of different Posca pens, and then release the competition. Have the competition on for about a week, and then pick 2 winners. I might do 2 winners. I might do it internationally as well. Should I do it internationally? Or should I do UK only? We'll see about that. Yes, I'm back to the Isle of Man next week to see my wallaby for the first time. I'll think about that, yeah. I've actually given a lot. I think this piece should be called Carnival at Rio de Janeiro. Yeah, that'd be quite cool. Shelley, yeah. Maybe do a poll and see how many internationals are there that would participate. Yeah, I could do. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, so back to the Isle of Man next week. I'm excited because I'm there for about 3 days, and it's to see my wallaby, meet my sponsors again, because I want to release a video of all the time lapses of my sculptures, but I can't until I record the final video of the sculpture out in public. Hence the reason why I haven't actually released any videos, proper videos yet. So once I get my video footage of the wallaby, then that can be my first video that I release, my first time-lapse, which is going to be quite cool. And then I hope to be in Scotland to get some video footage of my one in Edinburgh as well. So that'll be quite cool. So yeah, looking forward to it. Next week's going to be a busy week because I'm in Manchester, and then I might go to Edinburgh and then go to Isle of Man the next day. That might be too much, so I might just do Manchester for 2 days and then Isle of Man. At one point, it used to say 500 on my side, and then that number 500 disappeared, and now it just says 100. I think it goes by time, yeah. Because you can imagine how much data that is on their servers. But I think I might be able, you should be able to still download them from the Periscope website. Alright, I think we've done every outline now. This looks cool. Yo, Dia, you can definitely make it down to Windsor and check out the Lion in August. It's the closest sculpture of mine that's to you, technically. Just realised that needs to be. There's a bit of pink in there. Okay. Boom. Alright, perfect. I'm going to end it there. That's very cool. I'm happy with that. So guys, thank you very much for joining. I hope that you've enjoyed this broadcast. It's been fun. That looks very cool now that we've got all the black outlines done. Next broadcast. Oh no, what? Next broadcast, we're going to go into detail. We're going to start adding all the details and the patterns to the flowers, to the mandala. All the pattern work will start in the next broadcast. I don't know when that's going to be. But yeah, just a suggestion, the pink half the circle by the eye should have a small... The pink half should have a small half circle with a bright colour. Could do, or we can put a lotus flower in there. It's a big enough space to add a lotus flower and then work outwards. So yeah, we'll see how it is next week, or whenever I'm on next. As if I said next week. The screen froze for me, but now it's okay. Oh, okay. Alright guys, take care. Have a beautiful evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you guys are in the world, and I will speak to you guys very, very soon. Make sure you guys hit that follow button, which is on your screen right now, if you guys are new to me. And I will see you guys soon. Take care. Good night.